Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. We are December the 16th, 2023, and we're looking at this Lightyear Crystal Grade Test and Crash XL-01 Spaceship by Mattel. Now, this is the fourth type of spaceship in this scale I've got from the Lightyear move. There's another one I'm after, another type, and I had it ordered from one place and they said they can't get it, and now they're trying to give me credit. I don't want credit on a refund, so I need to sort that out and try and get that other one too. But this does look pretty cool. It is made for like more towards 5-inch figures, so it's going to fit your wanting scale very nicely, though you may need to do a bit of customization to make it a nice fit, or you can make it as a double pilot or double person ship. Does look pretty cool. Ship looks nice. We can see there, shows you can crash, some things fly off and some things eject from there. Looks pretty cool in there. On the side, can we see the side from here? It shows you some of the crystal grade figures. Let me move that light out the way. There we go. There again, they're big. The Zug does look pretty damn cool though. On the back, we see the features more. So we have a landing gear comes down, cockpit opens, figure fits inside. There's some like, is that what ejects? I think that ejects from the side maybe. Shows that these parts pop on top and they pop off when it has a crash. And then we see the contents on this side here. So there's no figure with this one. And then pretty much the same details, landing gear figure on the other side too. Right, I'm going to unbox this and set this up. I'll be back in an instant with the first look. So stay tuned, let's get into this. And here it is. This does look really quite nice. In fact, I'm going to say it does look very nice. It does need some paint apps applied to it, but it looks great. Everything's attached. You can eject 1, 2, 3 of the pieces. There are 2 other pieces that attach. That's the tail piece here and the nose cone there. A bit of a bendy part there, but that's all right. Okay, before we get a close look at features, please consider joining the Patreon. There's a link in the top right of your screen now. It's free for 7 days. You can cancel any time in those 7 days. It won't cost you a penny. You get to see all the videos before they're put onto YouTube. There's also exclusive content from time to time, and we do have some prize draws. One was just done for the Planet Green Valley military robot. The next one is for 3 figures. You get these 3 figures. The opportunity to win this 1, 2. Oh, let's get this right around. 2 and 3. The complete set of these figures you get to win here. I'll put a link in the top right to the video review of these. You get a chance to win them if you're a paid Patreon member, so it is worth joining. Okay, now let's get a close look at this very, very cool looking ship. As again, as I said earlier, it's made for the Lightyear figures, which are more 5-inch, so it's got quite a lot of space. Look underneath. There are some details, not a lot. I would love to cut that open and make a hatch. This is where the parts that were keeping inside the box were attached. Could you put guns there? The wheels get in the way, but that's looking quite promising to do something like that. You know, you could paint that, do the panel lines, look pretty damn cool. The screw holes all underneath there. From on front, does look very streamlined and cool. The details on those engine bits and the top is pretty cool. The canopy too, not completely clear. It's more of a darker clear, I should say. So it's completely clear, but darker. From the rear, the engines look fantastic. Some paint work in there. The back looks good. Those little wings look good too. This is great. Does it stand up like this? That tail section is a bit bent, but it's going to lean a little bit. So if I do it like that, you can see it's leaning forwards, but it can stand up. It is pretty nice. You see there's a little thing here. That's the thing you push in from the movie. Was that the energy source? I can't remember now. It's been a few months since I saw that. So features underneath, we have wheels that come down. The wheels do not turn. For a crystal grade, that have turning wheels, but you know what? That's okay. With the wheels down, it stands up quite nicely, has to be said. I like that. Very, very cool. That's pretty much it, apart from your ejecting parts. That'll be these 2 grey parts and this part here. So if I press the button here, well, some force in that. So this is the part that you push in. These are the energy source. That's a pretty cool feature. And if we look underneath here, even these parts that eject are quite well detailed. So a bit of paint on that, and that looks pretty damn cool. I am liking this a lot. If I push one in, or we'll have a look, let's compare here. It is almost identical. Put this light on here. Almost identical patterning under there as it is onto here. Just the sizing and a couple of placements are a bit different, but yeah, you paint that look pretty good. If you want, you could even have just one of these on. Still look okay. Now, I paid way too much money for this in UK money. It was like buying it brand new from a shop, and these weren't that easy to find. It was about £50, I believe, 50 UK pounds, including my shipping expenses. But that was domestic shipping here in China, so that's okay. And this one just pushes into plug in. Let's get an idea of size. We'll do with the wheels down to get an idea of its proper height as well. So length is going to be quite long. If we go from the actual tip of the aerial on the cone to the end, we're looking at 55 cm approximately from there to there, so over half a meter. In terms of height like this, so that's to the top of the actual tail fin, is about 20 cm. And then width from the widest parts, a bit more difficult to measure this. We're looking at approximately 29-30 cm. So it's a big boy. This is going to look fantastic with the is it the XL-05 and what's the other one I've got? Can't remember. I'll put a link in the top right, and also the drop ship, and also coming soon the Robo Skull next year. That should be so. That's going to be fantastic. You know, one of the enemies for my Robo Skull Red Shadows faction. Okay, let's get a look inside the cockpit. So cockpit, we've got a nice seat inside there. Lots of space, some good detailing on the seat, but there's no real control panel to hold on to. The footwell is very shallow, so my idea of getting two figures inside it may not work to 1/18 scale. You might fit a bit narrow for a Space Marine from 40k. I'll try in a second with one of the smaller ones, but we will see. So speaking of figures inside, I will take my my Fortnite custom aim with the Fortnite Meta head, and they made a little holster for him because he's very indicative of 1/18 scale. Yeah, footwell small. If I put him in a chair, he'll slide down. He's got loads of space in there. So this could be a great ship for one of your bigger 1/18 scale figures. If I take him out, if I grab, let me find a big one. This one bigger, about the same. If I grab I will use the Invicta Warsuit Pilot. I'll take his backpack off because that'd be way too high with this little aerial spikes to fit. Now he is considerably bigger than the aim, much wider, and he is taller too. Still got decent articulation in the hips. Can he fit in there? Bear in mind the footwell is tiny and his shoulders are massive in comparison. Ooh. What is getting stuck? He should fit. Okay, let's try that again. And today in Beijing is like -15, or well, it's been down to -30. There you go, -12 so far. Okay. Woo! His shoulder pads are just getting in the way. The pauldrons of that closing nicely. So it's very, very close. You can have quite a tall figure, but they've got to be a bit more narrow than your Invicta Warsuit Pilot to actually close the canopy nicely. What a great looking vehicle. I'm thinking if I got anything here I can use for comparison of size. I might have, but I'm not sure where. Okay, give me a second. I'll be back in an instant. I'll try and find something to do a comparison. Stay right there. I was trying to find my Iron Man, whatever, Marvel, whatever ship, and I can't find it, which is really cool. Can't think of his name right now. Is it Firestrike? I can't remember. I'll put link for that in the top right, but I couldn't find it. But I did find a, not a flying thing. I reviewed this Chapmay Sentinel-1 sort of a armor car, tank, amphibious thing recently. And you can see that this is massive in comparison. It's as high, or actually higher, at the tail, far longer and far wider. But you would expect that from some sort of jet. Obviously, it could be bigger, but at 51 centimeters long, that is big enough for your display shelf. I'm going to make a nice addition to my sci-fi collection. I think it's a great release. Again, I paid too much for it, but I reckon for a paint job that looked great. You can... Was there one at eBay? I can't remember if there was one. I think there might have been one at eBay somewhere for less, but it was overseas, so shipping it would have been more again. But you might want to check and try and find one to add this to your shelving collection, paint it up. That's going to look fantastic. Great release. I just wish more of these Lightyear ships were available or easy to get hold of, as opposed to just the XL-05, which was a XL-05, which was like the mass-produced, readily available, and the other ones were great too, but very difficult to find. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, join the Patreon. I'll see you in the next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.